Yeah, we have a highly diverse organization with different pockets that are working in this area. And I'll just highlight some that have actually already been highlighted here before, but we're working right now on this thing called the Army Leader Dashboard, which is actually an attempt by the Chief of Staff of the Army to free the data in the Army. What that means is take all the existing data sets that we have and make them accessible and available. And then once we do that, then we're going to be working predominantly on integrating the data and then putting analytics on top of that data and being able to mine that data. Now, the data sets we're talking about, we have about 1,200 authoritative data sources across our 6,000 to 8,000 different systems that we're talking inside the Army. And that could be sensor data from aircraft, from vehicles, whether it's maintenance data or whether it's like for the helicopter fleet, we get a lot of vibration data, and that allows us to, when we analyze that, allows us to make decisions on whether or not, there's some issue with the rotors or the bearings are going or things like this, all the way to the ERP systems where we're doing a lot of analysis, predictive analysis for supply chain management, right? And so we had an example early in the most recent incursions that we have in Iraq and Afghanistan where we found out that we were blowing transmissions for our MRAPs frequently, and we couldn't figure out why. And it turns out there was a shortage of the seals between the transmission and the engine, and because they were replacing the transmissions with the old seals, it was causing leakages and causing the machines to fail at an earlier rate. And so that was a retrospective analysis that we did on the data. That was the kind of the example of how we can now take that data and do some forward analysis, saying, hey, if we have a mismatch in critical parts where the transmission, which is a $500,000 unit, and a seal, which is $160, is the limiting factor to the maintenance of a vehicle, we need to be a little bit more proactive about managing our inventory, if you want to look at it that way.